Imagine waking up one day to find that light no longer exists in your world. The sun doesn't rise, lamps don't turn on. Even the faintest glow from a digital screen has vanished, leaving you in a darkness so complete it feels like a physical presence. At first, you might think you could adjust. After all, humans are adaptable. But the truth is, living in total darkness would change you in ways far deeper than just stumbling over furniture. Your body, your mind, even your perception of reality would begin to warp in the absence of light. The moment you open your eyes to nothing but blackness, your brain would panic. Vision is our dominant sense, and when it fails, the mind rebels. At first, your pupils would dilate, straining to catch even the tiniest speck of light. But in true, absolute darkness, there is nothing to see. After hours or days, your eyes would stop trying, and something stranger would happen. Your brain, desperate for stimulation, might start generating its own images. People who have spent long periods in darkness report vivid hallucinations, floating lights, swirling colors, even phantom figures standing in the room with them. Without external input, your consciousness fills the void with illusions, blurring the line between reality and imagination. But the effects go beyond just vision. Light governs our internal clock, the circadian rhythm, which tells us when to sleep, when to wake, and when to eat. Without daylight, this rhythm falls apart. You might find yourself exhausted at odd hours, wide awake in the middle of what should be night, or sleeping for days at a time. Over weeks or months, this disruption could lead to chronic insomnia, crushing fatigue, or even a disorder called non-24, where the body completely loses its connection to the 24-hour day. Your hormones would spiral out of balance. Melatonin, cortisol, even serotonin, all thrown into chaos without the natural cycle of light and dark. The result, mood swings, depression, and a deep, unshakable sense of disorientation. The psychological toll would be even worse. Humans are social creatures, wired to seek connection, but darkness is isolating. Prisoners subjected to solitary confinement in pitch-black cells often describe it as one of the most torturous experiences imaginable, not just because of the lack of light, but because the mind begins to unravel without stimulation. Time becomes meaningless. Minutes stretch into hours, and hours into an endless void. Some people start talking to themselves just to hear a voice. Others hear whispers that aren't there, their brains manufacturing sounds to fill the silence. Without light, the boundaries of reality soften, and sanity becomes fragile. You might think your other senses would sharpen to compensate, and to some extent, they would. People who live without sight often develop incredible hearing, able to navigate spaces using only echoes and subtle shifts in air currents. Your sense of touch would become more sensitive, your fingertips detecting the slightest textures. Smell and taste might intensify, food would carry more weight, scents becoming vivid landmarks in an invisible world. But this adaptation isn't instant. It takes years of practice, and even then, no amount of heightened senses can fully replace vision. You'd learn to rely on sound and touch, but the world would feel smaller, narrower, confined to what you could reach and hear. Then there's the physical toll. Sunlight isn't just for seeing, it's essential for health. Without it, your body stops producing enough vitamin D, weakening your bones and immune system. Over time, you develop chronic fatigue, muscle pain, and a higher risk of fractures. Your skin might grow paler, your body colder, as if slowly fading from lack of light. Even your muscles would waste away if you stopped moving as much. After all, why bother walking around if you can't see where you're going? Darkness breeds stillness, and stillness breeds decay. And yet, some people choose this life. Cave explorers, scientists in underground labs, even certain religious ascetics have all spent months or years in near total darkness. Their experiences are eerie and fascinating. Some describe a strange clarity, as if the absence of visual modes sharpened their thoughts. Others talk about losing all sense of time, where days and nights blur into one endless stretch. A few even claim to have experienced hallucinations so vivid they felt like visions, not frightening, but profound. But these are exceptions. For most, prolonged darkness is a slow erosion of self. So, could you survive in a world without light? Maybe, but you wouldn't be the same person. Light shapes us in ways we rarely think about. It keeps our bodies healthy, our minds stable, our sense of time intact. Without it, we become something else, something less human. The darkness wouldn't just hide the world from you. It would change how you perceive it, how you think, how you exist. And that might be the most terrifying thing of all.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.